the summer of 2016, Cape Town will be hosting a magnificent outdoor art exhibition throughout the streets of the city and all around the peninsula. The exhibit will bring excitement and pleasure to both citizens and visitors alike. The program will raise substantial funds to help protect rhinos and promote wildlife conservation. Back in the 90s, a brilliant individual came up with the idea for raising money for worthy causes. The idea was that an organization would orchestrate a citywide outdoor art exhibition. Hundreds of life-sized blank sculptures of cows would be cast from fiberglass and enhanced with imaginative surfaces created by artists in the community. And so, the famous cow parade concept was born. It became the world's most successful concept for raising funds. The first cow parade took place in Chicago. Artists were invited to submit their designs to be selected by a jury of art experts. By the time it was over, $3.5 million had been raised for charity. And Chicago enjoyed a huge influx of visitors, all delighted to view and enjoy the cows. The first ever cow parade produced an economic impact of $200 million, according to the Chicago Office of Tourism. Since then, over 100 cities worldwide have held similar events using many other types of sculptures. Last Easter, the streets of New York City were flooded with stunningly decorated giant eggs. Fabergé was the title partner of the event. It was to raise money for New York City schools and to save Asian elephants and their habitat. At the auction held at Sotheby's, the Great Fabergé Egg Hunt raised an amount of $1.6 million to support their causes. The sculpture, designed by famous New York artist Jeff Koons, sold for $900,000. The New York event succeeded the London event, where over $1.5 million was raised for charity. And now? Yes, they are. In 2016, the Rhinos are coming to Cape Town. So many sectors will benefit. The travel industry will have a new and exciting story with which to promote Cape Town. South Africa's artists, famous and emerging, will have an unprecedented opportunity to exhibit their art on the streets of Cape Town to many thousands of people. They'll be showcasing their work over 3 summer months in an outstanding street art format. Schools will design sculptures of their own while learning about the threats of species extinction. It will expose them to the world of art and creativity outside school and the potential of the creative arts as a career. This event is the one in which we the people will all participate and enjoy. Public art events like Cow Parade are not completely new to South Africa. In 2005, a cow parade placed colourful cows in Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town. The title partner was Cell C, and over 1 million rand was raised for children with cancer. In 2013, Born Free, a charity in the UK, organised lion sculptures which were positioned round and about the waterfront. Basically, the business model is simple. The running of the event up to the auction is paid for by the sponsorship funds, and the money from the auction goes to charity. We don't need reminding about the catastrophe that's befalling our rhinos. Sponsors will learn how their participation will contribute to the national efforts to stop the slaughter. Corporations, foundations, private individuals, all will have the opportunity to sponsor a rhino and thus personally contribute to helping save them. Each sponsorship level will offer a set of compelling benefits as rewards for their contributions. At every level, corporations will be seen and acknowledged by the public for caring and for supporting causes dear to the hearts of Cape Townians and all South Africans. Partners who supply services will receive similar benefits to those offered to financial sponsors. By now, there are literally hundreds of organizations, large and small, raising funds to save rhinos. There is no single event with greater potential to spread awareness far and wide of the plight of the rhinos than this one. So now we enter the world of imagination. Imagine Cape Town in mid-December as the tourists start to pour in. Imagine how it would be to see a beautiful rhino sculpture in the parade in front of City Hall, or joining the celebrations on top of Table Mountain. Imagine shopping at the waterfront alongside a handsome beast such as this, or with Table Mountain as a backdrop, or bumping into a cool rhino guarding the castle. Imagine a splendid rhino shopping with tourists in Greenmarket Square. At the end of the exhibit, the rhinos will gather at an exciting location and go under the hammer to be auctioned off at a gala event to raise funds to help their live brothers and sisters escape a cruel and unconscionable fate. While we're imagining things, let's imagine a William Kentridge rhino sculpture. Mr. Kentridge draws and paints lots of rhinos. Perhaps he might like to support their survival. A Kentridge rhino would contribute hundreds of thousands of rands to the auction proceeds. Imagine a Sandy Esau rhino, or a David Hlongwane rhino. The more famous the artist, the higher the auction price. South Africa has many famous living contemporary artists and many more emerging. This is an event in which most artists will be happy to become involved. Cape Town is the perfect city to host this event, with its historical city centre and tourism hubs within walking distance or a short drive away. Hotels will want to position rhinos in their grand entrances. Cape Town Airport will want a small herd to greet new arrivals. There'll be trail maps with competitions to spot the most rhinos, and rhino paraphernalia will be sold in pop-up shops. So, the rhinos are coming to Cape Town. We're very excited, and we hope you will be too. An opportunity is available for a corporate champion to get behind this initiative, an organization that will put the power of their brand behind it, whose name will appear everywhere the event branding appears. That's an awful lot of mileage. This is a high-profile initiative that will generate huge interest from the general public, with media throughout Southern Africa anxious to cover the stories as they happen, day by day, week by week. It's not just a fundraising event, it's a public art event, it's an educational tool. The tourism industry will be promoting it for all it's worth, both nationally and internationally. Thank you for taking time out to view our presentation. We're available to answer any questions.